The person who understood the most in that room said nothing, not because they had nothing to say, but because competence creates silence, and what you are about to understand will change how you perceive every room you ever walk into again. Let me tell you something: the loudest person in the room is rarely the most competent, but they are almost always the most believed. Confidence sounds like competence, and for most people, that's enough. But for the person who understands the problem, who sees the complexity, the edge cases, the second order consequences, speaking up is not simple, it's dangerous. But the systems, they don't reward accuracy, systems reward predictability. And that gap, that's where career dies quietly. Psychologists call this the Dunning-Kruger inversion. Low competence people overestimate dramatically. High competence people underestimate. Why? Because knowing more reveals how much you don't know. The expert sees the trap. The amateur, they only sees the target. So the amateur speaks first, and the room mistakes speed for certainty. Understanding something deeply makes you worse at explaining it simply at first. Competent people carry the weight of nuances. They hesitate because they are processing the variables the confident speaker never noticed. That hesitation looks like weakness. It is not. It's calibration. But systems reward speed, not accuracy. Here's what organizations actually optimize for: not competence, not innovation, not the best answer, predictability. The person who speaks the expected words at the expected time gets promoted. The person who questions the premise, even correctly, gets labeled as difficult. This is not the bug, it's the operating system. So here's the secret: the silent ones are not waiting for the system to recognize them, they have stopped needing its approval entirely. Once you see the game, once you realize that speaking up in a room that rewards predictability only marks you, you stop playing by its rule. You build competence privately, you accumulate leverage quietly, and once you are ready, you don't ask for permission. You just leave the room to build your own. System fears your skill. It loves your loyalty. But here's the question it never wants you to ask. What happens when the most competent person in the room finally stops waiting to be noticed and starts something that the system can't control?